Directionally challenged hiker here this Thursday, November 3rd. And it has cooled off a little bit. I think we're going to be a high of around 58 today, and the sun is kind of coming and going. There was a little sprinkle in town this morning, and there's a breeze. So today I am going to be, I'm painting these. We're going to be working on the garden, and I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to paint them at this point. I'm not going to paint them where he's working on the garden because he's going to be using the tractor and making the dirt blow. So, but I think I'm going to go around back here. I would like to be out of the wind a little bit, out of the wind, but in the sun. Yeah, sounds crazy from Arizona. I want to be in the sun. But anyway, this is kind of like the boneyard out here, stuff that we're going to use for future projects. Our son's first rally car, Louie, it had an accident. But yeah, so I'm thinking I'm going to just move him out here into the sun. But we'll take a walk around this way. There's some pretty clouds today, so I guess I will try to set the camera so I can actually get maybe some cool time lapse. But I am walking right now. Our plan is to put the garden over this way for now. This is like the great experiment. My parents did gardening when I grew up. I think we tried growing some tomatoes way back when we were in Illinois, and I had some success with tomatoes. But I haven't done much gardening. Okay, I've done well with rose bushes, even down here. Got some growing at what is now my son's place. And I will be getting some out here too once we kind of have more of an idea of what is going on. So yeah, we're walking towards south side of the property. Yeah. I just want to come here one day and have that gone and filled in, but I guess I have to work to make that happen, and we're kind of taking a break from that right now. But he will be working over here, so maybe I'll start some of my work and then set up over here. But we kind of picked a spot, just kind of, if you can see that little tiny bush around here. So yeah, you're looking out that way. I mean, awesome view. I guess the philosophy on this is, if we see it, we'll take care of it. I mean, you kind of have to remember to water the vegetables in order to have them grow. And this is kind of like the center area. I don't know, I'm envisioning maybe a couple fruit trees here, and I don't know, got my cacti. So kind of a long intro today, but yeah, I feel like I am going in way too many directions, and the end of next week we'll be heading to Texas to visit our oldest son and see his new house. So life is crazy. So I guess I should probably get started on doing whatever I'm going to be doing today. It's 11:30. We got a late start this morning. It was cool, and there were a couple things that I needed to do in town. So see ya in the time lapse. Just the other day, we got our first water catchment system set up on the property. This will hopefully be the first of several, but it is a start. We purchased a 2,500 gallon tank, and we have it set up near Little House in the Desert. And we now have the ability to collect rainwater off the roof of Little House in the Desert. And since we have the ability to harvest some rainwater, we figured it would be a good time to get serious about trying to do some gardening out here. So today I am working on these raised beds. These raised beds were on the property when we acquired it, and they've been sitting around for quite a while, and there's all manner of nastiness in them, so they need some dumping out, some brushing off, and then I will be applying a new coat of paint. Never Ending Project has helped me move them to the inside of one of his shipping containers as it is windy and it is threatening some rain. So, yeah, one really doesn't want to be painting if it is going to rain on them and their project. So I am inside. And it is a little bit warmer in here because there is no wind blasting me. The lighting isn't as good as it would be outside, nor is the view, but can't change that. So I am having a little bit of fun here with the footage again. And no, this is not 2 cameras. This is just footage from earlier and then a little bit later on. So I don't know. I thought it'd be fun to do a side-by-side. Makes it look like I have this awesome superpower of multitasking and painting 2 raised beds at one time extremely fast. Not really, just split screen. Kind of a fun feature on video editing. But here I have flipped the beds over. Should be able to see the color a little bit. It will be better when I have tomorrow's footage and we are outside again. But I didn't really care for the color that they were, and since they did need some freshening up, I went and picked out a reddish color. I was looking for something kind of cranberry-ish, and I came up with this color called Cut Ruby. It's red, it's bright, should be fun for a garden, so I am working on that. But yeah, I mean, painting, nothing super exciting, but it is another project, something that needs to be done out here, and hopefully we will reap the benefits of some of the vegetables that we plant in it. As I'm working on this, he is doing some other work around the property, and I do find out my paint didn't adhere quite the way I wanted it to, and my mom mentioned, was it an oil-based paint originally? And I probably should have done more prep work and sanded them, but I don't know, just garden beds. Directionally challenged hiker here this Friday, November 4th, and it is in the 50s, but it is a mostly clear sky today, and there's no wind. Wow, big difference from yesterday. But I didn't do a wrap-up yesterday. I was just like, I was tired of painting, so yeah, and I got footage of painting. I should have probably been getting some footage of what Never Ending Project was doing over here. As you can see, we've got some beds built. We don't have real dirt in them yet. Still deciding, but hoping to get a garden started. I think I might have mentioned that. But yeah, he worked on that yesterday, did some grading, and then I was, you know, when I woke up this morning, it was cold and we weren't getting motivated early. So I was like, I was just thinking and looking, and I ordered a 10 by 20 greenhouse. So that is going to go from this perspective to the left of those beds. Yeah, I mean, it's not expensive, but it looks like it'll do the job, and we are going to try to figure out how to grow some of our own food. I will tell you now, there's definitely going to be a learning curve to that, but I'll just take a walk around. The dirt is nice and loose now. Got to get used to going home. Well, got to get used to living with like dirt and like sand in my shoes, because I always end up with it there. Lots of work needs to be done here still. At this point, this will probably be the chickens area. Yeah, dumpster's still here. That is something else that needs to happen. There's just lots of stuff going on. And of course, that manufactured home is still here. He's gonna do some tractor work today and try to get another one of those beams out or two. So he'll be working on that, and you'll have a laugh. There's this Amazon box that was blowing around yesterday. Kind of blew down the dirt road to the property, and it ended up in the pit. And yeah, little house in the desert. I'm procrastinating about getting started. I need to finish up my painting that I was doing yesterday. But yeah, lots of projects out here. I started working on those cabinets. Those are supposed to go in his like container Connex, you know, like shop. I have a bug. And there is our tank. Yeah, we did that and we didn't really get any rain. We just got like a few drops here and there. So nothing exciting. But yeah, walking out here, I don't know how good the footage that I got yesterday was of painting these. It's kind of dark in there. I'm hoping to get them outside today and paint where I can actually see. I mean, that sometimes helps. But they are in there waiting for, 3 of them are waiting for a second coat, and that little one there, it needs its first coat yet. But yeah, I need to get those out. But I'm just walking around the property a little bit today, and yeah, it's a piece of work. And those little pots there were upside down in those raised flower beds. I think they're actually kind of cute. I'm thinking of, might try to grow some herbs in there, like I like cooking with basil and oregano, so we'll see. But yeah, there's a look, just another direction. I'm not doing the whole property. This is just like most of the front half of it. And yeah, there's the view. Again, property pretty much ends at those power poles there. But okay, enough procrastinating. I can't even talk. I am going to get to work. So later. Day 2 of painting those raised beds out here at Little House in the Desert. And since the weather is a whole lot nicer today, I will be painting them outside of the shipping container. And that means first order of business is to get them out of the shipping container and into that sunshine. Speaking of sunshine, it is a mostly blue sky, but as I'm editing this footage, if you look in the kind of upper right corner, you can see little clouds kind of form and then disappear and then form and disappear in the time lapse. I don't know, there's just something about time lapse that I really enjoy. I do love it when there's an abundance of clouds and they're moving and you can see the shadows creep across the ground or across the mountains in the background or whatever project you're working on. But I don't know, just one of the things that I've really learned to enjoy when I edit and when I do videos. Time lapse to me is, I don't know, it's really cool. Not something I really used to do in the past, but I'm learning about it. And here, Never Ending Project has shown up with his tractor, and he is going to be working on getting that I-beam on top of our shipping containers. But first, he has to drop that sunshade, at least the front half of that sunshade, because where it was attached, it was in the way of where that I-beam needs to go. So he has done that, and now he is going to be working on getting that up there. And I don't know if you can pick it up in the footage, but as he tries to put it up there, those forks are going to be extended about as high up as they can go to get that I-beam on top of those containers. And this will be the first of 3 I-beams to go across the shipping containers. Our plan is we will be putting a metal roof to span the shipping containers. It will create a sort of carport shaded area in between the containers where we can park a vehicle or even do projects where maybe we don't want to be out in the sun. And it will also be our second water catchment system out here. Like I said, metal roof, and we will have to purchase another water tank, put some more gutters on. But yeah, I mean, that is the plan. That is the goal. And if I'm not mistaken, I would have to take measurements This roof area might be slightly larger than the roof area on Little House in the Desert. Maybe I will have to ask Never Ending Project on that or figure it out for myself. But yeah, working on things that we will need in the future here. And he has just come over and helped me flip my raised beds to the upright, position so that I can finish them out. And yeah, I mean, painting isn't super exciting, but it is, I guess, one of the things I wanted to do in preparation for the garden. I wanted to make the beds look nicer. So yeah, there's projects out here that are kind of fun, or you feel like you're making something look okay, pretty. And then there's other projects out here where you're just tearing stuff down. We've been doing a lot of tearing down, cleaning up nasty stuff. So, I mean, it is definitely an experience. I am enjoying it. For the most part, it has moments, but so no official wrap up today. But it is Friday and we are about done here for the day. So until next time, directionally challenged hiker.